like circles, triangles, lines. So first thing is lines and angles. If we have two parallel lines, line 1 is parallel to line 2, okay, we cut them through one single line. This angle A will be equal to B. Okay, call them opposite angles. And A will also be equal to C. Okay, we call them alternate angles. So don't go too much into the names. Just remember how they will be equal. That's it. Let's take one question. So this is x, opposite to this would be x, 4y opposite would be 4y, 3x opposite would be 3x. So 3x plus 3x, x plus x, plus 4y plus 4y is equal to 360. So 8x plus 8y is equal to 360, and given is 5x is equal to 4y. So 8y will become 10x. 18x is 360, x is equal to 20. So 5x is 100, 4y, so y should be 25. And that should be the answer. Next thing is a triangle. Triangle is a three-sided object, three-sided figure. Sum of angles is always 180 in a triangle. There could be 2-3 types of triangles. One is equilateral. So in equilateral, all angles and all sides are equal. That means every angle would be 60 and all the sides will also be equal. Next is isosceles. So in isosceles, two sides and two angles are equal. So for example, angle A, these two angles are equal, let's say. So the sides opposite to them will be equal. That's how the pairing works. Okay. So these two angles are equal. The sides that will be equal would be nothing but opposite to them. Okay. So let's take one question. Triangle ABC is isosceles with base AC. So if x is equal to 60 degree. So this angle is equal to this angle. Let's say A. So A plus x is equal to 180. X is given as 60. So sum of these two must be 120. So that means A is also 60. So all three angles are 60. Now we get to know this is an equilateral triangle. And all sides are equal in an equilateral triangle. That will be our answer. Then we have right angle triangle. So right angle triangle means one angle is 90. So if this is A, this side is B, this is C. Remember Pythagoras theorem, A square plus B square is equal to C square. This will be satisfied. This is what we call Pythagoras theorem. So it will be applicable only in case of a right angle triangle, otherwise not. For example, 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. So 3, 4, 5 becomes Pythagorean triplets. Okay, this is very frequently used, so remember it. Even multiples of 3, 4, 5 like 3x, 4x, 5x, which could be like 6, 8, 10, 9, 12, 15. So 20, 25, 15. So all these are right triangle Pythagorean triplets. Then there is one more thing. If we have right angle isosceles triangle. Right angle isosceles means it's a right angle triangle and isosceles. That means two sides would be equal. So let's say this is 90. Now the hypotenuse is always bigger than any other triangle. Okay, hypotenuse is the longest side. That means the other two sides need to be equal in order to make it isosceles triangle. So let's say this is x, this is x. Now x square plus x square must be equal to what, 2x square. So this side becomes root 2x. Okay, a square plus b square is equal to c square. So now x is to root 2x, or 1 is to root 2 will be the ratio of the three sides. Okay, right angle isosceles triangle will always be in this ratio. For example, if this side is 2, so it will become 2, 2 and 2 root 2. That's how it will go. Let's take one example. Here, let's take this triangle ABC. 45, 45 are two angles, so sum should be 180. So this becomes 90. So it becomes 90, 45, 45. That's what right angle isosceles triangle is. So if this side is 2, this will also be 2. This is hypotenuse, this will be 2 root 2. Same goes here, 2, 2, 2 root 2. So now this angle is 45, this will also be 45. Okay, go back to the video. In the beginning we say the opposite angles are equal. Same goes here. So this also becomes right angle triangle, 3, 3, 3 root 3, 2. So what we need to calculate is value of this BF, this whole thing. It will be 2 root 2 plus 3 root 2, 7 root 2. There's one more that we need to do, which is 90, 60, 30. Now, when all the three angles are different, obviously all three sides will also be different. So the ratio in this case is 1 is to root 3 is to 2. Now we just need to know which side would be 1, root 3 or 2. Now if you see in this ratio, 2 is the largest value, so 2 must represent the hypotenuse. Out of 1 and root 3 is bigger, so that must be opposite to the bigger angle. 1 is smaller, that must be opposite to the smaller angle. That's how the values will be placed. Okay, let's see some basic concept of circles also. So in a circle, r is radius, so area is pi r square, and circumference is 2 pi r. Okay, so that's how we calculate area and circumference. And there'll be one property, one rule that is used in circles. If there is an arc AB which makes an angle theta with the center, let's say, if you take any other point on the circumference, the angle it'll make would be half of it, theta by 2, anywhere on the circumference. Okay, so that property holds true. There's one more property. If we have diameter of the circle given, let's say this is center, AB is diameter, any point on the circumference, if we connect to the two end points of the diameter, this angle becomes 90. This point can be anywhere on the circumference. Okay, let's take one example. FH is diameter of the circle. So if FH is diameter, this angle becomes 90, as we just saw. So 90, 60, 30. 90, 60, 30. Now if you remember, opposite to 90 is 2, opposite to 30 is 1, opposite to 60 is root 3, the ratio. Given to me is FG, which represents 1. What I need is FH, which represents 2. Double the ratio, so it will be 8. So radius becomes 4. Area of the circle becomes pi r square, that is 16 pi. There is one more very important, very useful concept, which is similarity of triangles. So we'll discuss this in little detail. And first of all, if you have any doubt with any topic that we have done till now, go back to the video, and once you have full clarity of all the topics, then only you should start with similarity. Okay, so let's see what similarity is, or how are two triangles similar. So let's say we have these two triangles, ABC, XY, Z. So how can we say the triangles would be similar? If I know that angle A is equal to, some angle here is equal to some angle in the other triangle, B, one more angle of this triangle, is equal to some angle of the other triangle, and one angle here is equal to another angle of the second triangle. So what it means is all three angles of this triangle are equal to some particular angles of the other triangle. Okay, AAA, angle, angle, angle. If this is true, then the triangles are similar. That's what it means. So most of the questions will be proving triangles similar by this AAA, and then we'll be using ratio of sides to calculate some of the sides. For example, angle A is equal to X. That is given to me, let's say. So side opposite to A is BC, side opposite to X is YZ. That makes one ratio. B is equal to Y. So side opposite to B is AC, side opposite to Y is XZ. C is equal to Z, so opposite to C is AB, opposite to Z is. These three ratio of sides would be equal to each other. Okay, triple S, side, side, side. We're actually talking about ratio of sides. Okay, so we just need to know which angles are equal, and the sides opposite to them will make three respective ratios, and those three ratios would be equal. Let's take one example. So in triangle ABC and ADE, A is the common angle, so A is equal, one angle is equal in both, which is 90. Now BC is parallel to DE, that means this angle is equal to this angle. Go back to the beginning of the video if you struggle to understand this. So angle C is equal to angle E, and angle B will be equal to angle D. So three pairs of angles are equal, triangles are similar. Okay, that means the three ratios will also be equal. So opposite to A is BC in smaller triangle and DE in bigger triangle. C is equal to E. Opposite to C in smaller triangle is AB. Opposite to E in bigger triangle would be AD. B is equal to D. Opposite to B in smaller triangle would be AC. Opposite to D in the bigger triangle would be AE. So these three ratios are equal. And it says AC is equal to C is equal to 6. So AC is 6, C is also 6. Can I say AC upon AE would be 6 by 12 or 1 by 2? So that means every side ratio is 1 by 2. Okay. So what I need to calculate is AB. So AB is to be calculated. Okay, now D is given as 20. So let's make the two triangles separate. ABC is smaller one, ADE is bigger one. This is 90. AC is given as 6. So AE would be 12, ratio 1 by 2. Okay. Now DE is given as 20. So this would be 10, half of it. So this is right angle triangle. 6 10 square minus 6 square is equal to